Hey everyone, it is Brian from Strigler Photography. Welcome to another Wednesday Wedding Tips. It's actually Wednesday this time, so yay for us. I'm sitting here with my extremely large and happy dog who probably enjoys staring at himself. Anyway, so if you read the description, today's tip seems like it'd be a pretty simple thing to do. Walking down the aisle. How hard can it be to walk down an aisle? So it may seem simple, but we'll talk about how there are a lot of things that could kind of screw that up. So first, let's talk about the importance of that moment. Man, there are a lot of important moments, a lot of energetic, emotional moments in the day. But walking down the aisle is one of those ones that really sticks out in people's minds. So first of all, if they haven't done a first look, this is the first time the groom is going to see her in the wedding dress. So that is a super emotional moment. A lot of grooms will break down, they'll get emotional. Some will cry, some will not. But if they're not doing the first look, it's a really big moment for the groom. It's a big moment for the guests. They haven't probably seen her either, so they haven't seen what her dress looks like or what her hair looks like or anything like that. And the guests really love just watching this whole thing unfold. And then the really special emotional thing is she's probably walking down with her father. For him, this is the last time she's really his. They were having that long walk, and he's giving her away. So there's a lot of things going on in this moment, and I know, like I said, it seems simple. I'm walking down the aisle. What all could screw up on that? But you want to get this moment right. You don't want to mess it up. So let's look at some things that we can do to make that moment magical. All right, so the first one, this happens a lot. Sorry, I keep coughing. So as soon as the doors fly open, please wait a moment before you start. No, my iPhone apparently is or my watch is listening to me. Anyway, sorry. When the doors open, don't just automatically start walking down the aisle. The way I shoot is I am aimed at the groom because I want to get his initial reaction, see if he is getting teary-eyed or whatever. And if you would just start bolting down the aisle, it's hard for me to get his reaction and then turn around and get you coming as well. So what I tell people a lot of times is wait for a second at the door, pause, gather yourself, and then start the walk. It usually creates kind of almost a little drama that you're just sitting there for a second before, but it gives me time to take photos of him and then to swing around and get photos of you as well. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing, go slow. And I don't mean like super ridiculous slow, but I have some people that like were almost sprinting down the aisle, and that makes it really difficult for me to get a lot of photos. It's hard for the guests to really see you if you're going really quickly. And there's some churches and venues where I have maybe like 2 seconds to get a shot of you before you're past me. So enjoy the moment. Go slow. Take your time. Let people see you. Let me take photos of you. Get there before you finish that moment. Okay, really take your time and let it sink in. All right, so that's tip 2. Tip 3. You need, I know this again sounds really simple and stupid, but it happens. Look up and smile. I can't tell you how many times I've had brides that are like just staring at the ground the entire time as they're walking. And so all the photos of her are looking at the ground. I know you're afraid of maybe tripping, or maybe you're just too emotional and you don't want to look up at people, but try and look up. And I mean, also the smiling thing. I know people get emotional, but try and crank out a smile there somewhere so you can at least have one photo of you walking down the aisle smiling and not just looking like or staring at the ground. Okay, all right. So that's the majority. And the last one, and this might annoy some people, I've had so many photos ruined because of people with their cell phones. I've had to edit people out, or they just blocked my view. So if possible, have an unplugged wedding so people aren't standing in the aisles with their cell phones, or they're not like sticking their whole arm into the aisle to get a photo of you, because that cell phone photo is going to be so beautiful and amazing, and they're going to look at it so many times, and it's so much more valuable than a professional photographer's photo of you walking down the aisle. So if you can like have someone make an announcement, say, please don't pull out your photos, or don't pull out your phones and take photos during the ceremony. I mean, if you could do something like that, it will make sure that I or other photographers can get a good shot of you, and it's going to look so much better than their cell phone photo. And also, guys, when people are on their cell phones all the time during the ceremony, I mean, are they really paying attention? Are they really in the moment? Are they really enjoying it? I would say probably not. So again, those tips. Pause when the doors open before you start walking. Walk slow. Smile and look up. And then if you can get people off their cell phones so they're not ruining everyone else's view in the photos, that would be awesome. All right, so if you are going to be walking down that aisle soon, I hope these tips have been helpful, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys.